Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, I would like to introduce our group. We are from group 2. We are class 2B Port Management. Okay, today we will discuss about inventory management procurement. The first speaker is me, Riskawati. The second speaker Nur Muhkdar. The third speaker Nurul Wardani. The fourth speaker Muhammad Yudo. And the last speaker Muhamad Putra Armandia. Okay, let me present my part. What is inventory management? A simple definition of inventory management is that it is a collection of process and practice that intersect with procurement or supply chain management. An extended explanation is that a means of optimizing the inventory of a business or procurement team facilitate uninterrupted sales, procurement, production, and service without compromising cost. There are 4 primary components that are applied to inventory management. The first one in supply chains or procurement management, which is what has been discussed throughout. Okay, the other 3 factors will be read by the next speaker.
The second is inventory control. The bulk of inventory management involves inventory control. It involves all of the coordination and supervision of the inventory. All of the items in the inventory need to be maintained until it is time for their usage. So it also includes the storage and record keeping of the stock. So if a product requires being kept at a certain temperature in order to maintain its quality, any action to ensure that happen would be a part of inventory control in the management process. It may also include purging old inventory, such as items that are damaged for simply no longer needed. All action in inventory control, however, need to be accounted for just like the inventory itself.
The third is demand forecasting. Demand forecasting basically is estimating the state of the market as it relates to inventory and procurement based on current information. This is something that procurement teams already use as a resource for negotiation, as supply and demand can dictate price for anything in the economy. A higher demand often means that prices are lower, usually, and business will often wait until that happens before purchasing frequently used items. Inventory management identifies actually what those items are and the frequency in which they are used. Therefore, how often supplies need to be replenished. When used correctly, demand forecasting can help prevent such supplies from running out by setting up a purchasing cycle that coincides with those points of high demand.
The fourth is reserve logistic. The final component is reserve logistic, which is the flow unwanted goods or surplus item back into the supply chain for use elsewhere. You usually can return part of an order back to the supplier, and most businesses do not have much use for excess inventory unless it's a regularly used item. Rather than adding the cost of the excess inventory or wasting it, the procurement team can resell it back to the other business and service that typically have used for reserve logistic inventory. This could be recycling center, resell or refurbish business, and fulfillment service. It could also include other departments in the business, depending on what those items are.
Monitoring existing inventory. Inventory management requires that whatever inventory you have be monitored. You can't do much of anything regarding your inventory if you have no clear idea of what you have. Taking the time to closely monitor your inventory can help make it possible to manage it and ensure that continued quality of the items. Active monitoring can be extensive and even a bit overwhelming, depending on the size of your inventory. However, there are a few things that can make the process easier. Thank you. I think it's enough, and we hope you get our point that what we discussed. And wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.